Hello everyone. I just want us to think this morning about loneliness, and I was listening to the radio and an article came on about the need for a human touch and how difficult that can be when we got to self-isolate and we can't see our loved ones, and it just brought home to me and reminded me of the fact that there are a lot of people out there today that are feeling so alone. Now, we've all experienced loneliness at one point in our lives or another. It's quite easy to feel alone when we're in the midst of a large crowd. And the psalmist knew this, and in Psalm 68 verse 5 it says that God is a father to the fatherless, a defender of widows is God in his holy dwelling. And God sets the lonely in families and leads out the prisoners with singing. And you may be feeling alone at this time, but God wants to set you in a family, and we can be that family for some people. We can pick up the phone, we can just call them and say how are you, and maybe ask to do the shopping. It's a really difficult time for those that are really self-isolating, whether they've had one of the letters from the doctor and they can't see loved ones and they can't see friends, and the whole area of loneliness is magnified during this difficult time. But God sets the lonely in families. And I just want to end with a prayer in Psalm 25, that if you are lonely, that even David talked about loneliness, and he was a king, and he had troops around him all the time, but even David himself got lonely. So don't beat yourself up if you're lonely at this time, but reach out and just ask somebody to try and talk to somebody, because very often when we're lonely, it leads us to try too hard and to push, and then things go a little bit awry. But the best thing to do is to turn to God, because he's always there for us. It says in Psalm 25 verse 16, "Turn yourself to me and have mercy on me, for I am lonely and afflicted. The troubles of my heart have enlarged. Bring me out of my distresses." And that's the best thing we can do if we're lonely, is ask God to turn to me and admit that we're lonely, and allow Jesus to be our best friend. Have a great day.